Alrighty. So next we're going to be looking at the way in which Romeo and Juliet and Rapunzel and Flynn interact with each other, and remembering we're looking at the way that they shape who we are. So I'm just going to write up here. I didn't in the others. Ooh, that was a bit extreme. Let's change that. Shape who we are. So what I'm first going to identify is that ultimately, yes, these two are romantic. And this is where we can look at some of these ideas we talked about with love, is that this one is more sacrificial. And this one is very all-consuming. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the concept that it's selfish, in that Romeo is willing to give up his life for Juliet, and Juliet is willing to give up her life for Romeo. I don't know if I'd call that selfish in that way, because they want to be together. I'm not sure. So one is romantic, one is they're both romantic. One is sacrificial, one is all-consuming. They both encourage risk-taking. All right, so we can look at this from adventure, and this is marriage, escape plan. Let's be honest. What shall we call it? Politely, rendezvous at bedtime, at night, in the Capulets' house. Talk about sleeping with the enemy. Alright, so you've got your encouraging of risk-taking there. So we also have building. Flynn and Rapunzel build each other up. Help each other grow. And we can see this through lots of different ways. You can look at Flynn and his behaviour. You need to find this evidence on your own, guys, because obviously not being in class does make it more challenging, but you all have brains, even when you think you don't. And Rapunzel, once again, grows confidence. Right? With Romeo and Juliet, it is kind of superficial, so you could argue that it's superficial based on looks, and they don't really know each other and that sort of thing. You could also say that they're rather obsessed with each other. Obsessive nature of each of them. They bring out extreme emotions. Whereas this is powerful, but not all-consuming. This brings out, especially in Flynn, like a protective nature. In Romeo, don't think he's very protective, really, is he? In that way either. So I think that's probably about it for these guys, in the way they've shaped each other. You can add, obviously, to it with your own ideas. If you're going for those high marks on your rubric, you need to be coming up with ideas on your own. This is, if you've watched this video and you want to do this as your paragraph, please complete it by the end of the day and submit it via link for feedback before your next lesson when your assessment tasks start. Remember, you're going to be doing 3 paragraphs for assessment tasks. The next one is marked. So if you would like the best possible results, get this done and submitted by the end of the lesson, please.